Hey guys, what's up? Peter here. I want to show you today how you can set up this new little tool that I released that sends you notifications as soon as orders on your FTX account get filled. And yeah, let's get right into it. So you can see here that's the tweet, and there is the link to the GitHub repository. We will visit that. I already have that open in that separate tab here. And here you see the steps we need to do, we need to work through in order to get this running. So let's do this. First off, you want to set up a private Telegram bot. That bot will only send you message and nobody else. And for that, you visit the bot father, you start a direct chat with it, and you enter a new bot into it. I have a screenshot prepared. I can't show you my full Telegram because there's too much private stuff in there, but here you can see how this goes down. So you enter the chat with it and you type in /new bot. It will greet you and ask you for a name for the bot. Just enter something to your liking. Then it asks for a username. The username has to end with bot. So I just chose the same name here again. And on that, it will congratulate you with a final message where it shows the token, the access token. And you will need this token here to progress. So keep that chat open so you can later copy paste this token here. Okay, next up, we need to generate a read-only API key on FTX. So for that, you have to log into your FTX account and you click the top right menu, that's your username, and you click on settings. And I'll show you the rest on the second screenshot I made. So first you click here on the top right on your username, then you click settings, and then you scroll down until you arrive at the section API keys, and you click on create read-only API keys. Please note, don't use the normal create API key, but create read-only API key. This ensures that even if those API keys would get into third hands, that they can't execute orders or do withdrawals or whatever with that. So create read-only API key, and it will open a window with two long random strings. Keep that window open because we will need both of those strange strings. So, okay, next up, we need to set up Rektalert for the first time. So for that, we need to download it. There is a Windows version pre-made for you in the dist folder in this repository. So we just click here on Windows version. And you get into this folder here with two files, and we need to download both of them. So click the first one and click download. Save that. Okay, let's go back into the Win folder and click on the second file, download. This one is a little bit bigger. There we go. Come on. Okay, nice. So these two are now in our downloads folder. Let's go back to the docs. So next up, we need to, where are we? Here. Next up, we need to open a CMD as administrator. That's actually an error. This shouldn't be as administrator. This needs to be as a normal user. So I will change that in a bit. So we will open a CMD. Open that, not as administrator, but normal. And we switch into the folder where I downloaded those two files. For me, that's here in the download folder. And we will move those two files to better locations. So I will cut them and paste them here under C program files, create a new folder here, like that, call it Rektalert, go into there and paste those files in there. You don't have to do this, that's an optional step, but yeah, the downloads folder is a folder that I delete from time to time, so not a particularly good place to keep it probably. Okay, with those two files in here, we switch back to our CMD, where we go into, we cd into the folder. So this is cd cd program files cd rect alert, like that. And now we execute rect alert.exe and setup. This brings up this little menu where you first select the set Telegram token item and you hit enter. Now it asks for the Telegram token that we earlier generated with the bot father. So let me just quickly copy that here from my other screen, paste that in here. Next, we need to execute that setup command again, because now we need to add an FTX API key. As you can see, you can later on edit those API keys and you can delete those API keys, and you can add multiple API keys because you need to add or generate a new API key for each sub account that you have, that you maybe use also. But that's totally possible. So we do add FTX API key. Now it asks if there is a sub account name. We want to configure our main account, so we just leave that empty and hit enter. Now we need to insert the API key. I will quickly generate one. Don't worry, those API keys will be disabled altogether, together with the Telegram bot token at the time this video is uploaded. So that's the API key. And now the API secret. Copy that from the settings page from your FTX account. Enter it here. And now it asks if we want to add another account. We don't want to do that, and so we just hit enter because no is the default. Okay, that's that. So now it saved the Telegram token and the FTX API key in an encrypted file. That file is saved under C uses your username and then app data roaming, and there is a folder called Rektalert Node.js config.json. So that's where it is. And if we open that up with something like VS Code, yeah, we want to open it anyways. You can see the stuff is encoded, so so it's not easy to read the API keys out of that. And this whole thing works with a module called keytar, which generates or there is a random password generator which is saved into your Windows key store. And this password is used to decrypt the API keys when Rektalert is running. So this should be fairly safe, even if somebody uses your PC, as long as they don't have access to your user account, of course. So, okay, that's that. And now we continue with our little endeavor here. So we did that. So we add the API key, we added the secret. Now we can start the monitor. So we'll just enter rect alert exe and monitor, like that. Okay, now we started. Rektalert is now started. And now there's one important step to finish the setup, and that is to say hello to your bot for the first time. And for that, you go to your, you open a chat with your new bot. There is a convenient link in the chat with the bot fodder right here. You can see that, and if you click that one, you will get directly into a direct chat with your bot, and there you simply send it the command. Where is it? Da, da, da. Where is it? Come on. There it is. Okay. There you send the command /start, and it should answer back with hello, you're now my master and I shall only report to you. So that tells you that the bot is working and is ready to send messages to you. So next, you can go ahead and do a little market order or something like that with $1 just to try things out, and it should send you messages like this into the chat with your Telegram bot. Yeah, so that's the basics. Now, the one annoying thing is you have to keep this window here open in order to to have Rektalert actually working. So as soon as I close that, Rektalert is also stopped. To circumvent this, you can use the non-sucking service manager. We will do that quickly here in this short tutorial. I will also release a UI for that little thing, so it lives here down in your normal icons, and you can control it there, start and stop it, whatever you like to do with it. But if you don't want to wait for the UI version, you can do this stuff here. So let's do that. We first need to download an SSM, which is a tool to register random programs as Windows services. So they will automatically start when your PC boots up, and yeah, you don't have to worry about that. Even if it crashes, it will restart the program, so that's very neat. So we will just save the zip file. Go into the downloads folder, there is the zip, and we extract it. So for convenience, I go into here and I move that file from here into the folder where Rektalert is installed. That makes the whole process a little bit easier. You can delete this file later on if you want to. And now we need to create a new file with, or we'll need to execute some commands on the command line. For that, we will open as a new CMD, this time as administrator. That's important. Otherwise, this won't work. Go back into the folder of Rektalert. And now we execute one at a time. So that would be this one here. I think I will copy that over and modify it in VS Code. That makes it a little bit easier. Copy. And let's open VS Code. You can, of course, use any text editor that you have. You can also use Notepad. I just happen to have this nice editor here on this machine installed, so I use it. And we will replace this with the path to our bot. So let's just copy that one from here. Okay, like that. Dip. Paste that in. Backslash. Okay, so what this does, it registers the alert, a Rektalert as a Windows service called Rektalert, and it sets some options like where to put the log file and the error log file, and how to rotate those log files if they should grow for some weird reason. So we will just take all of this, copy it, and paste it in our CMD with administrator rights like that, and execute the last one. So that runs successfully, and these are also good. So now let's open services. Okay, that's the services panel, and here if you type in R, we should get down to the services starting with R, and there is Rektalert, and it's not started yet, and it cannot start because we have to set the correct user. Otherwise, it won't be able to read that configuration file, because remember, first of all, it's saved in your user folder, so that's the first problem. It won't find the path, and even if it wouldn't be able to read because it's encrypted. And for that, we need to go into the properties of this service, switch over to logon, go to this account, and you type in your username here, or best is to use the browse button and type in your username here. Check name, so this way you're sure that you have the right one, like that. And now you type in your Windows password here, and okay. I already did that, but you will probably get some message along the lines of that your user is now granted or added to the group of, I think, service, what is it called? Of system account users or something like that. So just hit OK there. That's fine. And now you can see the log on as is set to your username. And now we can start the service, and that should work. Yeah, so it keeps running. And if we go back into the folder where Rektalert is saved, we have this log file here, and there is this log message, Rektalert started. And yeah, this tells us that this thing is running, and if you reboot your PC, it should still be running. Should start automatically. So let me know if you have any problems with that. As I said, there will be excuse me, there will be a UI version with this in the future if there is enough interest for this tool. And if you have any problems, if you're a developer, feel free to post an issue on the GitHub repository. Otherwise, just send me a message on Twitter, and I will try to improve this little tool over time. I wasn't able to test it with big orders because I simply don't have a big account. So if it gets too spammy, if it if it sends too many messages for partial fills on big orders, let me know so we can reduce the spam here a little bit in case that's a problem. So yeah, other than that, try the tool out. It's free for you guys, and if you have any questions, as I said, just hit me up on Twitter or submit an issue on GitHub. So yeah, that's it. Have fun with it. Bye, guys.